is only war.
What is up, gents? 40k Dirtbags here, world top 40k player and a Recon Marine, Keevil. We are bringing you a battle report, going over a live battle report for you guys. It is Orks, Kult of Speed, currently as of today. New codex did not come out yet, so hopefully the same tactic is going to be used in the new codex. Hopefully Kult of Speed is similar to where it is right now, and we are using Equatorial Horde, which who knows is going to be in the new codex, in Kult of Speed. So this was a thing I was messing around with in my head. It actually performed pretty well. Adding an additional 20-man boys unit with the reactive move and be able to res guys at the same time, really fucking scary in any list. So any 2-point detachment with Equatorial Horde is very good. So we'll go over the list. We're going to go over picture by picture, or video by video, turn by turn, what we did good, what we could have done better. If you guys are Patreons or members, wouldn't be doing this without you guys. The support helps us keep doing what we're doing and bringing you guys the content. So if you've been thinking about supporting on the channel because you like the content over at the 40k Dirtbag Nation, support us. Really appreciate it, guys. Also, the QR code to the right of your screen is the book that actually Keevil wrote. It's about tabletop gaming and mental fortitude, and applying both into real life scenarios. So it's a very, very good read. If you guys want to support him over at Amazon, you guys can order it, shipped globally. It's a pretty sick book, so go check that out. And we also have merch. So this is the Makari shirt with the Dirtbag logo on it. So check us over there in the description below. All of these are available on a t-shirt, as well as the red, white, and blue logos that we have on hats as well. So yeah, quick shout out to sponsors, and we're going to be going over a Kult of Speed versus Chaos Space Marines, 3-point detachment, Renegade Raiders with reconnaissance. So very good for team events because not a lot of people want to run reconnaissance, and against one of the best players in the world, Sasha. So let's get into quick shout outs to the sponsors, and we'll be back for the battle report. All right, guys, thanks for clicking on the video. If you guys want to support the channel, stay tuned towards the end of the video where we'll go over all of this stuff, as well as any of the links in the description below for laser lines, shirts, and gear is in all the description. So stay tuned towards the end and enjoy the video. All right, so for this mission, we were playing Smoke and Mirrors and Survey the Foe. So for us, for the Smoke and Mirrors, it's really good to have a lot of units. Now, we were going over this in the beginning of the battle report, so if you guys are watching this live, you guys can check that out on Patreon and members, but you get to kind of see us talk through the mission. Also, at the very end of the battle report, we go over the whole recap of it. So it's very good to have these live, and they come out way ahead of time on YouTube. So you guys get special perks with that. And if you guys are Patreons, you get your own Patreon link on Discord, which is where we kind of hang out 99% of the time. So for each objective that is decoyed, see reverse. In your shooting phase, one friendly unit within range of one objective, excluding your home field, is not decoyed. Unlimited, so you can do it as many times as possible as long as there's no decoy marker on that. End of your turn, you control that objective as well, then it is now decoyed. So you basically get 2 points for each objective that you decoy, and it continues each turn. So it's kind of like you do the action, you put a token on it, and then if it doesn't go away, you get it next turn without having to do the action. So you want to kind of put it out as much as possible. And then for each of those objectives that are within your opponent's territory, so if you do it in the center objective is in my opponent's territory a little bit, that counts as 4. So if you do 1 decoy in the center, if you control it at the end of any turn, you get 4 points, and then 2 for your home field. So you get 6 points if you just do those 2 objectives. And then second battle run onward, you control 1 or more objectives. So you can get basically 10 points if you do 4, 2, that's 6, and then 4 if you control your expansion. So you want to control your expansion as much as possible. The end of the game, so if you go second and you're able to put 4 objectives that are decoyed, which is your opponent's deployment zone as well, then you'll get 10 points, not excluding the 15 cap. Or it is excluding the 15 cap. All right, so for him, his is really easy. He can get rid of my decoys just by basically putting a model on the objective, which we were trying to go over, and I was like trying to understand it because it's very, very easy for him to do. Hits at any phase, movement, charge, pile in, consolidate, any fucking phase, you're just like, all right, now there's no more decoy on that objective. So, end of your turn, one or more enemy units were surveyed this turn. So basically, you have to be an objective. One friendly unit unlimited immediately. Select one enemy unit within 18 inches and visible to your unit that has not been surveyed this turn. Until the end of the turn, that unit is surveyed. Now, I can't be surveyed if I'm on an objective that it has a decoy token on it. So, one enemy units are surveyed this turn unless each of those units are within range of one or more objectives that have one or more operation markers in range of them. So you get 4 points if you just survey a unit that doesn't have a decoy. So basically your goal is to get rid of a decoy and then survey the unit on the objective. Second battle round, end of your command phase. You control one or more objectives, excluding your home field objective. So it's 4 points. And you control more objectives than your opponent. So another 4. So it's 8, not easy 12 points every turn. And then end of your turn, second battle round onwards, none of your opponent operation markers are on the battlefield. So 5 extra points if you can get rid of that expansion objective survey. So most of the time you're probably going to be seeing this with a horde build. Not this one, but the disruption. So you're going to have to try and get to their expansion objective as much as possible, which is very hard against orcs and a horde build. More late game. So late game, you probably get those 5 points if you're pushing really hard towards their expansion objective. So let's go over this. So this is our deployment. The list that we are running, guys, let me pull that up for you real quick. All right, so I'm going to read it to you from the top down. This is the Ork list, and then I'll try and go over the Chaos Space Marine list in front of you. Let's make my head not as fucking huge. All right, cool. So we have leading it off with Boss Snickrot. Again, all these are before the new codex, before the points. Death Killer Wartrike, Death Killer Wartrike. Pain Boy, War Boss with the Cunning Hunter. So that's the reactive move D3 plus 1. D3 plus 3, sorry. And then Wazdaka, Weird Boy, Zodgrad. Now that boys don't have sticky, it's definitely going to be changing. Boys losing sticky is not that really good with the Weird Boy. So Weird Boy and probably a 10-man unit of boys will go away. But we have 20 boys with the War Boss and the Pain Boy for the reactive move. Sticky, Scout 6 now. Be able to res guys with the Horde. 10 boys with the Weird Boy. Uppy, downy, sticky, and actions. 6 war bikers with the war trike, 6 war bikers with the war trike, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 regular war bikes just for actions. That's because Wazdaka is the warlord. 6x3 Def Killers, Def Copters, so it's 18 Def Copters, 20 Gretchen with Zod, every single list, and 10 Gretchen to camp out the home field. So it's a lot of action monkeys, a lot of quick movement, shenanigans, and we still have the rockets to blow up some shit. So his list, Renegade Raiders, he's got the Disco Lord, very, very cool custom dragon Disco Lord. He's got the, if he's within 12 inches of my deployment zone, he gets the 4 rerolls to hit and wound. He's got 1, 2, 3 rhinos. One of them has a unit of Noise Marines in it. One unit has Flamer units from T-Suns. And the other one has another unit of Noise Marines. I think he has 2 Noise Marine units. One Kult's is shooting in the back here. He's got Horon with the Chosen Brick and the Maelstrom. Unit of infiltrating raiders. And I think he's got raptors, havocs with last cannons, and two cultists. Oh, he's got the goats. So the goats that come in turn 1. So let's go over his deployment. So he's got redeploy as well. So once he's done deploying and his infiltrators are there, he can redeploy them as well. So these guys could be redeployed, or you could redeploy the rhinos on opposite sides of the table. But Noise Marine unit with a rhino, Flamer guys there, Havocs in there, Noise Marines back there, Cultist, Raptors, Horon with the big ass unit here, and Cypher. Cypher is somewhere in this little junction right there for the Vect. So that's, oh, and he's trying out the new Korvik unit with the Marauders. So he's got a 3-man unit of Marauders with the new character in Deep Strike as well. So they can basically get a I think it's a rerollable charge, +1 to charge, if I'm on an objective for a CP. So it's a very, very scary unit. So come down, 8-inch charge with a free reroll built in, and they just hit hard as fuck. So those guys are in deep strike that you always have to kind of watch out for and pay attention to. But this is our deployment. It's long ways, super easy. I don't want to be shot. These guys can advance on everybody and shoot and get like extra AP if I'm on objectives and stuff like that. So we set up kind of aggressively with these 2 biker units. So that way, if I could get up to this objective, I can do a decoy turn 1. So potentially I can move up, decoy turn 1, and get an extra 2 points there. These guys I want to decoy here, so I scout forward 9 here. I scout forward 6 with these guys, and then I deploy everybody else kind of in a very defensive position back here. So 1 auto advance 18 guys here, 1 auto advance 18 guys here. I did put one of them all the way up here, so that way if he does commit and get within 18 of these guys, I can then just follow up and charge 18 and kill the Rhino and consolidate into the Noise Marines as well. 3-man, 3-man, 6-man, 3-man. I think I have 1 or 2 3-mans in reserve as well. So we wind up going first. So again, I have to try and decoy. I think he put 1 or 2 of the guys on the objective here. So even if I were to get on this objective, I can't decoy it because I won't be able to control it. They're OC 3 each because they're 2 each base, and then within Horon, they're actually 3 OC. If they kill a unit, they're 4 OC. These guys are actually pretty scary. That combo, really good combo that I'd never even thought of. So very, very good combo with a redeploy if they needed. But yeah, that one guy right there could be 3 OC base, 4 if they kill a unit. So I couldn't get 2 bikes onto the objective to do the decoy. So I was thinking just kind of like advance forward and then try and shoot and charge them. But if I do charge them, he can heroic with Horon's unit, kill that unit, consolidate closer, and then just fuck up my entire front line. So I decided not to do that in the end. I did advance cautiously up with everybody else. The Gretchen get up into the deployment zone. I probably should have hid as much Gretchen as possible. I left too many on this objective to put them within 15 inches of his guns. So these 4 guys should be fucking somewhere under this this terrain feature right here. I just gave too many Gretchen up turn 1. He's got a lot of shots. Even with the Rhinos, I don't have any save turn 1. So this was just definitely a misplay for me. I was being really greedy trying to get objective on there, but I'm going to control this objective for 4 points anyway. So I don't have to control the center at all on turn 1. So really greedy here. These guys should be back here. Even if these 3 or 4 guys are back here, it's a lot less shots going into them. So I fucked that up a lot. The boys, uppy downy, they get onto the objective, and I do the action here. So that's 4 points. Or it might be 2 points. No, 4 points, because the terrain or the territory kind of cuts a little bit into both of these. So they cut right down the center into that. So this technically counts as being in his territory as well. So I get 4 points for this, 2 points for this. Copters move up. These guys wait. These guys wait. No, they're aggressive. So they advance up. I kind of test them like, hey, do you want to come up and commit to the Disco Lord, the Noise Marines, like see what he does. So I kind of move up these guys. They can auto advance 18 through here. These guys get up to here. Wazdaka gets up to here. He now has an auto advance 20 to try and get on the other side of the wall if needed. But he's moving up so that way I can plan for turn 2 Wa to auto advance him 20 to get into the fight. Then all these guys kind of bunch up over here. Snickrock goes there, so that way if I have to move up and do a cleanse on the center or this one, he's there to kind of move up and do an action. So he's setting up right there in a defensive position to try and move up and do that. So that's it, my turn 1. Nothing else really happens. Instead of decide to charge these guys, I back them up a little bit to kind of just screen a little bit because they're not going to do the action anyway. So I don't put them on the objective, and they're just screening a little bit right there, turn sideways. And that's the end of my turn 1. So his turn 1, he commits pretty hard. This was probably a pro play, but helped me, but could have won him the game right here. This pro play is not even thinking about it, but you can use a Rhino and charge in a way that you can basically land within 1 and then put all the heavy hitters outside of 5 inches of getting to the Rhino to hit back. So if you're using rhinos or transports in this manner, they're so cheap now. Speed 12. So they're able to basically move up, get it twist to get a little bit more threat range, get into a position, and then charge at an angle to barely clip one guy. So that way all the other orc boys or war bosses or pain boys or knobs cannot get to the rhino because there's more than 5 inches away. And it's all about pre-measuring and making sure that you both agree to this. That rhino could fuck up your entire 20-man boy unit. And that's basically what happened in this play right here. So see this rhino right here? He's got havocs inside. So they get out. They're not really going to do much this game because I don't really have a ton for them to shoot at. So the havocs get out. They screen. Chosen move up with Horon up here. The 5-man brick also moves up to screen. They want to charge. So they scooch up and they want to try and charge my front man unit over here with either the boys or the bikes. Disco Lord moves up 12 through here. He wants to try and charge this unit to tie them up right here. I can fall back, shoot, and charge still, but he wants to charge in, kill them, and then move back for a CP, 12 inches all the way back here. Noise Marines move up, get some shots off on my bikes. The goats actually spread out the backfield, so they come in turn 1 and just screen the backfield because there's really nowhere for them to come in anywhere over here. So instead of them waiting a turn, he just brings them in the backfield to screen out. These Noise Marines also advance forward and they tow the objective, and now he's within 18 inches of this rhino to my Gretchen, the Havocs to the Gretchen, this rhino to the Gretchen. So he's got a ton of just random pot shots to the Gretchen, plus this rhino to the Gretchen. So a lot of guys are in line of sight to the Gretchen and within 15 inches, because again, these fuckers should not be this close. Even if I put them even further back here, they could be the first ones to die, and then I still have a bunch of guys up here to kind of launch out. So that was a huge mistake on my part. I lost a lot of Gretchen turn 1 that should not have died turn 1. But either way, these guys shot the bikes and actually helped me out because he killed this bike that was closest to the Disco Lord. So since these guys are too far back for him to kind of charge forward and get within 2 inches, he'd have to charge all the way over here to try and get within 2 inches of this bike. And that charge makes it a lot harder. He was able to basically charge this way and get within 2 inches of this bike right here, which would have been like a maybe 6 or 7 inch charge. Now he's got a 9-inch charge on this side. He also misplayed the measurement as well. He's kind of getting back into 11th edition. Sasha's one of the best players in the world. So it's a very, very good game to watch live stream. He was measuring 9 inches, and in his head, he's like, oh, it's an 8-inch charge. Not thinking that within 9 now you have to roll 9 on exact. So big difference there. So a lot of movement and measurement in this game was super clutch. So it's a really, really good game to watch live as we're doing the movement, pile in, consolidate, all that stuff, and also pre-measuring. This game is very, very technical with pre-measuring, so it's very good to watch this game live. So yeah, he kind of fucked himself right here by killing this with the Noise Marines. So now the Discord Lord basically failed the charge with the reroll. So failed the charge. He kills a bunch of the Gretchen. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like maybe 7 Gretchen left. And then he kills these guys. And this is the play that almost won in the game. So when he moved up the Rhino to here, he was within 8 inches of my boys. So what I did was I basically reactive moved back, but put all of the knobs forward. So I put the War Boss forward, the knob forward, and the Pain Boy forward, and just try to like put them as far forward while moving everybody else as far back. So I kind of like did a little shimmy, right? So if he does make that charge, I have at least some heavy hitters. They're strength 9 on the War Boss, so I still wound on 4s, but then strength, maybe strength 10. No, strength 9 on the War Boss, strength 9 on the other guys. So like they could do some damage if he fails his saves, which luckily he did fail a lot of saves. And then I potentially could kill him back. Everybody else wounds on 6s though, which is not fun. I did spend a new CP, which is lethal on hidden. So all of these guys are in hidden right now. So if I go from hidden to attack, that is lethal hits, which didn't actually matter because I didn't roll any fucking 6s. So he makes that charge, and this is what I was talking about. he basically charges this one boy 1 inch away over here. Now, all the War Boss and Pain Boy and stuff was back here. So they would have been outside of 5 inches of the Rhino to try and attack back, which wouldn't have killed the Rhino. So if these guys didn't have a reactive move, this would have been insane and probably won him the game. But also I was thinking that if he does charge in, I do have Zod there as well. So Zod hits pretty fucking hard. He's +1 hit, +1 wound. So he hits on 2s, wounds on 4s because he's strength 8. So it goes to 5s to 4s. So he has 5 attacks, hitting on 2s, wounding on 4s, AP2, 2 damage. So he could actually help me kill this Rhino if the knob and everything else doesn't do it. So I countercharge Zod. And if Zod and the War Boss kill this fucking Rhino, I then get to consolidate and get even more movement with Zod. So I was like, all right, this could be a win-win for me or lose-lose. Then I have 2 units tied up with this fucking Rhino, which basically wins in the game. So I countercharge with Zod. Zod gets all the way over here. I move up Gretchen as much as I possibly can. He piles in, tags the boys, and then I pile in everything. So I'm able to get War Boss, Knob, Pain Boy, Zod, couple boys, and the Gretchen into combat with the Rhino. The boys take the Rhino down to 4 wounds, and then Zod goes and 2 wounds go through. Not sure if he re-rolled it or not, but then the thing dies to the wound. So it was insane. Rolled pretty bad. I rolled terrible, and we fucking killed the Rhino. So that would have been the pro play that won him the game. But instead, it killed the Rhino, pushed 3 inches now closer to this. So all the boys are able to consolidate 3 inches closer this way onto the objective. Zod then is able to consolidate 3 inches closer this way to the objective. And now I'm a little bit closer for the wild turn. And this is where it kind of went downhill. So this guy failing the charge. These guys failing the charge. They're not able to kind of like tie these boys up or kill the boys or stop this. Because if he's able to get onto this objective, he takes away my decoy. So yeah, now it's time to wah. So now I have the 20-man boys unit, the Zod, all able to wah. The bikes are able to wah. These guys are able to wah. Wazdock is able to wah. Yeah, it's about to go down. Okay, so we wah. We advance the boys up. They all advance up to here. He reactive moves Horon a little bit further back. This was also another mistake that he had. So he put the Noise Marines that were here into the Rhino. And we talked about this at the end of the game too. So watch that end game recap because we go over a lot of more detail about this game on what we did and could have done better. But the Noise Marines should not be in this Rhino. The Rhino should be empty. And if the Rhino's empty, these Chosen and dudes should be then reactive move into the Rhino. So then I can't shoot him, I can't charge him, all that stuff. So then they would have been able to get out and just murder me afterwards. So that was a misplay right there and a misplay right there. So these guys then should be in the fucking Rhino, but he's like, shit. The Noise Marines are in the Rhino. So they can't get in. Raptors are right here as well. Flamers are right here. So we commit those guys up. Zod runs this way. Zod failed his battle shock test. So Zod advances up to here. He wants to basically try to charge these cultists. Charge in, kill the cultists, consolidate on the objective, try and steal the objective. The Coptas move up. So they move up to here to get line of sight into this big ass brick of Chosen or the Havocs to get them out of the screen. Because I need to try and whittle down the Havocs so my boys can get through the Havocs to try and get into the Chosen. All the bikes commit. So this full unit commits up. Wazdaka commits this way to try and kill a Rhino. These bikes then commit forward this way. So it's basically huge, just stay on your objective, and I'm going to keep my objectives. That's kind of the goal here. These Coptas come down outside of 8 inches of these guys, but within 9 inches of them, so they can like do any strats, but I line up everything into the Disco Lord as well, because if I don't kill these guys, I can just charge them, but try and kill a Disco Lord. If I can kill a Disco Lord to shooting, huge win. Disco Lord should not be there, obviously. Disco Lord should have charged in, killed a bunch of these guys, fall back 12 inches all the way back here. But I think I put literally everybody in. Yeah, so I deep strike both Copters right here. Both have full line of sight to the Disco Lord, so no cover. One of them is within 9 inches of the Disco Lord over here. So I have a couple guys over here within 9 inches. Right here. So 9 inches, 9 inches, 9 inches. Outside 8 over here. These 2 or 3 are out of 9 inches of here. And then all these guys have line of sight of here. So I hit on 5s instead of 6s. Then all these guys start chewing down. So I start shooting everything. We start whittling down the Chosen Brick because they're 3 wounds. So we shoot a bunch of rockets into them. We shoot all of our bolters and guns into the Havocs. All these guys can't shoot because they advanced. The Weird Boy moves up to this objective to put another 20 OC on this objective. All of these guys shoot with Wazdaka shooting, and we take out the Disco Lord. So all of the shooting, AP2, 3 damage guns into the Disco, kills the Disco. Wazdaka shots, fucking insane. Lethal and sustain on 5s. So Wazdaka moves up and shoots the Disco. Lethal sustain on 5s. Did a ton of damage to the Disco Lord, and then a couple 3 damage weapons into them, finish them off. So now I don't have to worry about the Disco anymore. So I can then charge into the Rhino. He rapids these guys. So these are the guys that I was afraid of. Now that I don't have to screen out my backfield anymore, these guys rapid in the front. So that way if I do charge in, he can try and countercharge, but he wanted to rapid over here. Because if I can get into the Chosen, he's rapiding here, right behind his arm, he's able to countercharge into the boys and just murder the boys. But since Zod ran up here, the 8-inch would have been too far back for him to counter. So Zod advancing forward this far helped me prevent these guys from coming in with rapid. But they rapid on his home field or expansion objective, and that's it. So let's get into, after all the shooting, this is what we killed. So we killed the screen of Havocs. He's got 2 Havocs left here. He's got a bunch of Chosen dead here. He still has the Maelstrom and Horon. He still has the unit of 3 wound guys here, but now we charge in with everything. So the boys charge for first. They roll like a fucking 10. So they charge in. They're able to pile in and steal the objective. Zod fails. So Zod fails that 7-inch charge on the cultist back here. The bikes charge in. I get as many bikes as I possibly can because the bases are so big. These guys then charge in as well. They're going to try and pile into the Raptors. So at the start of the fight phase, Raptors are back here. They're going to pile into the Flamers. So beginning of the fight phase, the Raptors, if I'm engaged with them, they have to do a battle shock test, so I don't want to do that. So I don't charge into the Raptors at all. I do pile into all this stuff, though. Waz charges into the Rhino. We kill the Rhino with Waz. So the Rhino down here dies to Waz. Waz can't get into engager range because of the wall here. I don't think, or we might have been able to move up on the other side to tag these guys. We kill all but one of the Flamers. So the Flamer lives here. We kill all of the Chosen, but Horon. So Horon lives. We kill all the Chosen. We kill Cypher. So with that big-ass charge, Cypher's right here. No, we don't kill Cypher. Cypher's down to 1. So we able to get to Cypher. So the War Boss is the only one that can get to Cypher. So the War Boss started here. And after we kill the screens, War Boss rolls a 10. So he's able to basically pick this Rhino, and Cypher. And then he charges all the way in to here and get to Cypher. So I'm at least able to attempt to kill Cypher turn 2 with the Wah. And all of his attacks during the Wah, he has 6 attacks base, plus 4 for the War Boss, plus 1 for the Wah. So he's got, 6, 10, 11 attacks going into Cypher, hitting on 2s, winning on 2s. It's pretty good. So yeah, it goes into Cypher. Cypher fucking lives. Yep, so at the end, the Rhino is still there. The Raptors are still there. We pile in everybody. Cypher lives. Horon lives. 2 of these guys in the Raiders unit lives. And then Rhino obviously lives. So this is after the charge phase. These guys weren't able to heroic because I was too far. I basically piled in this way. And I was able to pile into the dudes down here because the wall is a little bit further that way. So I pile into these guys, tag these guys up. So now it's his turn. I'm in my wall. Everything is basically on the objective. We just out OC him on this, and this. He can't get to my objectives now. So now I'm able to keep the decoy. So that's going to be another 6 points every turn here, plus controlling the expansion. So that's going to be a 10-point primary every single turn, unless he can clear all of this. So after this, he backs up. He gets the Noise Marines out. He falls back the Rhino. Back to there, get him out of the way. Noise Marines are there. I have no reactive move, anything like that. I do have a reactive move on the bikes, but they're in combat, so I can't reactive move. And then Wazdak is stuck down here. So he moves up his goats, falls back the Noise Marines. These guys come out to play, the Marauders with the character. Horon stuck in combat, Ciphers in combat, Raptors get into combat. Makes the charge on the Marauders. Makes the charge on the goats. So now fucking Wazdak is stuck in combat with Noise Marines and goats. Takes him down to like 2 wounds. And the cultists up here charge Zod. But Zod just won't die to cultists, so Zod just slowly keeps killing the cultists. And then at the end of his turn, he kills a lot of the boys left. So all I have left is the Pain Boy. The Pain Boy behind the wall here, so he can't be precisioned out. Right there. I have the knob somewhere in here, and I have the war boss here. So he kills all but 1, 2, 3, 4 boys. After coherency checks, he kills all but 1 boy. The war boss and the pain boy is over here. So I chose to keep the war boss on the table instead of the pain boy. So with coherency, he wasn't able to precision the pain boy at that time, but I was still able to get the 5-up feel no pain for the entire round. So that helped, but then I lost the pain boy. So the pain boy had to die because of coherency. But after the sweep attacks and all the attacks back, I killed Cypher. I kill all but 1 Noise Marine. Raptors are fine. The 1 Flamer guy left is fine. All of these guys are fine over here. They murder my bike unit pretty easily. And I still have this full bike unit with the war boss and 3 small bikes right here. So that's after his clapback. Now on my turn, I still have 3 full units of Coptas. I still have 3-man bike unit, 3-man bike unit down here. I have this full unit that can fall back, shoot, and charge. I have Zod killing cultists. And I have the war boss still. That can't really do anything but be stuck in combat with Horon. So after this turn, we fall back. We make some boys for a strat. So we pass our battle shock, make some boys, put them back in combat with Horon. We just commit everything forward. So you can see like pre-movement, after movement. So everything just fucking launches forward because we're trying to keep everything sticky. We're trying to keep everything off of my objectives. Horon stuck in combat. We launch everything into the Marauder bricks. So we take down the Marauders down to the character. We launch Wazdaka into the character. We launch the bikes into the character, or the Coptas in the characters. We launch all these bikes into the goats down here and the Noise Marines. These bikes fall back, shoot everything into the Raptors, kill the Raptors, charge into Horon and the Noise Marine to steal the home field objective again. The Coptas shoot at, I believe, the Noise Marines. Or no, sorry, kill the, they might not have shot, they probably shot the Rhino and did like nothing to the Rhino. And then I just push everything forward. These guys uppy downy in the backfield. I made the charge actually. I rolled like a 10. He killed a couple goats, so I wasn't able to get into the goats, which I wanted to. But instead, I was able to be 9 away from the Rhino, so then I just charged 9 inches towards the Rhino and tie the Rhino up one more turn with the boys right here. So the boys able to get to the Rhino, pile in, and then consolidate on the point. Snickrock gets uppy downy all the way in his backfield to get a plunder, I believe, on the home field. And then we killed Horon finally. We killed the Noise Marine. We killed the Raptors with the dude down here. We kill all of the Marauders. And at this point, all he has left is 1 Banner Cultist, 1 Rhino, and a couple goats down here. So the biggest we talked about at the end of the game. So if you guys want to watch this live, it's a really, really good breakdown with one of the best players in the world. Our meta in this area is so cool. We have so many people top 100 in the world that we can test and play games with. So if you guys want to support us over at Patreon and members, you guys get to watch these videos live and also watch the breakdowns before and after the game and deployment and to kind of talk it out and play by intent and all that stuff. So these are very, very good to watch live if you guys want to support us over there. And if you guys want the professional coaching in your corner, head over to Patreon where you get your own Discord link and you get to message me one-on-one, so that way we can go over list ideas, tactics, and battle reports that you guys do one-on-one with some coaching. So the biggest misplay that we really had during this game was the Gretchen not being able to be that far forward, not even thinking about the fucking Rhino doing what he's doing. Like I said, he's one of the best players in the world. That pro play right there would have won in the game. He didn't see the counter charge with Zod either. So me being able to counter charge Zod and get some extra attacks that can actually do damage to the vehicle is what killed the vehicle. Other than that, the war boss didn't really do anything with the other guys. Took it down to 4 or 2, and then Zod finished off to the wound for that. But if this guy is there, right, everything changes. I think I still have to wah. So basically I have to fall, like everything changes. Like I really don't know what the hell I do into the fucking Horon brick. Like the Coptas maybe move up, shoot Horon's brick. The other 2 Coptas do the same exact thing, come down, maybe one over here instead, shoot Horon's brick. The other Copta come down here, shoot the Disco Lord. Wazdaka moves up to go into the Disco Lord. All the bikes commit forward, shoot the Flamers, charge in. And at that point, we have bikes into them, 2 bike units into them. And that's really it. So I don't think 2 bikes are going to whittle down the Horon brick, the Havocs, and then these guys as much as the full 20-man brick did. The 20-man brick killed fucking as much as it possibly could and just left Horon alive. But yeah, a completely different game because now he's able to then fall back with Horon's brick and murder everything else. And also the biggest other thing is planning out the empty Rhino, because that reactive move with Horon, if the Rhino is even further back, let's say the Rhino Rhino moved up to get some shots off, but let's say the Rhino is where it is, they can move back into the Rhino to make that charge even harder, and me killing the Rhino, he's going to get out with a full fucking brick of Chosen with Horon. So the Rhino being a little bit further back, giving up those shots, then Horon moves back, and now the Rhino's back here with Horon in it. So then on his turn, Horon's able to get out, full rerolls to hit and wound, murders all of my bikes, and now it's a completely different game. So now I still have the boys on the next turn, no Wah, because Wah would have been done. No Wah, so I have the 20-man boys to try and clean up Horon's unit potentially on turn 3 or turn 4. And also the Disco Lord not being there, the Disco Lord could have been way further back, screened out from the Coptas, because these guys would have been further forward. These guys could have been here to screen out the Coptas. This guy could have been all the way back here. And that probably would have been the biggest difference. Plus, Cypher would still be alive, because I wouldn't have been able to make the 10-inch charge into Cypher and do that. So yeah, completely different game. Super fun game to watch live if you guys want to go check that out. But again, if you want to support us, head over to Patreon, and merch page is up right here. If you guys want to get any of these t-shirts, as well as the fitted backwards hats with the red, white, and blue logos. These logos are sick on shirts as well. Check out the book from Keevil in the QR code to the right over there. Yeah, and let me know in the comments below if you like these types of videos. Comment below what you liked, didn't like, how we can improve on the channel, and let us know what you think about the list. Appreciate it, guys. Good luck, and we'll see you in another video soon. All right, guys, thanks for sticking towards the end of the video. If you guys want to support the channel, all the links in the description below, which we'll go over. But these right here, we have 3D prints of Cypher, Tech Priest, Phobo Libby, Combi Libby, Lieutenant, Calidus, Codiez, and the Lord of Contagion. All those are up for sale. Message me on Discord. All these widgets, the 6-inch, 2-inch, 3-inch, 1-inch, they pop out. Those are up for sale. The 9-inch widget, the 1 CP token, where you guys can keep track of the CP every single game. The token markers for Chaos and Grey Knights, they're poker chips. Those are really good for sticky objectives. And then also the wound gauges and the fuck you and fuck me tokens are up for sale as well. And we have a new sponsor, Snot Goblin Terrain. They are really, really cool. What's great about them is you can customize them for any layout. So if you run a Games Workshop layout, or if you run WTC layout, you can run it that way. And the best part, it's super hard plastic, not going to break on you. And also it's all fully painted. So check on the link below if you guys want to check these guys out. We use them in our streams and they look super awesome on the stream, but it's really good to travel into all your stores and bring them with you. So check those guys out. Then we still have 3D6 Wargaming, where if you guys want some custom templates, you guys can click on these. And then our new and improved Rexar lasers, laser lights with the Dirtbag logo on them. These guys are at a lot of local GTs, especially in the Texas area, but these lines are, or these lasers are rechargeable. So definitely be picking this up. I'm going to be getting sent one of these so I can show you guys on the live stream and stuff like this. But you guys get the Dirtbags and the lasers rechargeable, so highly recommend the Rexar lasers in the description below. Look at this. Look at that line. It is so good. And it's rechargeable. At the top, it's got the USB. Just plug it right in. Good to go. This shit is legit. And lastly, guys, the merch store. This I love seeing at GTs. When you see it across the room, you see your own logo, which is so cool. It's the red, white, and blue. We have the hats as well. They're all flex fit with the Dirtbags logo on the back. I just love wearing backwards hats. But all of these are available in the Printify shop. It's print to order, so you can get all these shirts, different sizes, different colors. We also have the old school stuff. We have the Nurgling. We have mugs, which you can fit your entire hand in, and some of the Grey Knight logos as well. So let me know what I'm missing. You can message me on Discord, but stay tuned. If you guys are interested in the Patreon, that'll come up last. So appreciate it, guys, and let's keep it going. What is up, gents? 40k Dirtbags here. If you guys are interested in joining the Dirtbag Nation over at patreon.com, you get a bunch of perks. What we did in 2024 was we really expanded. I had traveled a ton and I played my ass off in 40k. Right now we're ranked #1 best player in the United States on ITC rankings. We were the #1 Chaos Space Marine player in the world this year in 2024. 2 years ago, we got ranked #1 Grey Knight player in the world, and this year we're probably going to go into Death Guard, hopefully when the new Codex comes out, or Emperor's Children. But you guys, if you guys want that head coach or that coach always in your corner, just to ask questions, bounce ideas off, that's what the competitive Dirtbag and the Dirtbag Nation is all about. If you guys want to support the channel, you head over to patreon.com. You can join the Just a Car tab, which is $5 a month. You guys get access to the Discord Patreon tab. You have to be a patron to get into that Discord, and also I'm always there. All the other coaches are there. Basically, it's just such a good community over on Discord that you guys get specific access to it that only Patreons can get. If you guys want to bump that up, the competitive Dirtbag tier, you guys get to message me or another Grandmaster or another Dirtbag coach over the Dirtbag Nation to add unlimited questions, list ideas, list reviews, and bounce ideas off of. That's what having a coach in your corner is all about. If you guys want to bump up to the Grandmaster tier, that tier you get every perk under the sun. So basically you get access to Discord, you get one-on-one coaching, you get a call once a month if you guys would like to go over any RTTs coming up, any GTs coming up, any list reviews live over Discord chat, and also a special perk that Grandmasters get. If you guys want any video suggestions like we do all the time with these table setups that we just upgraded thanks to the Patreons, you guys get suggestions or battle reports you want to see specifically played live by a coach or myself on the next battle report, or a live battle report coming up on the Patreon. So you guys get obviously first access to all the videos. We post them first on patreon.com, but there's just a ton of benefits to having a professional coach that plays this game all the time at the very, very high competitive level in your corner at all times. And that's really what the Dirtbag Nation is all about, getting you guys better at 40K, the basics, and being good in your community. So if you guys want to support the channel, I really appreciate it. Couldn't have done it without you guys in 2024, 2025. I am super stoked for, super excited for. We really want to get a bigger studio going. That is going to be my focus in 2025, is really growing the community on YouTube and Patreon specifically. So thank you so much for 2024, all my Patreons. If you guys are interested in joining and want that coach in your corner, head over to patreon.com and support the channel. Appreciate it.